Hello everyone, this is Josh, aka the Biscuit Eater, and I want to thank you all for joining me on the 26th episode of my long-form Let's Play of The Outer Worlds. Now, if you're new to this series, I am doing what you would call a bad ending playthrough of the game with a dumb, rude, corporate shill of a man named Bob, who is likely going to betray all the good folks of Halcyon. If this is your first time of the series, thank you for joining. You can find a link to the playlist in the description down below. Otherwise, sit back and relax. In our previous episode, we managed to liberate the printing press from the Iconoclast, freeing it up for them to spread their propaganda for now. From there, we checked in on a few missions and headed out towards the Sublight Sanctum. Today, we're going to locate ourselves a few drug mule sprats, find the Vicar's friend, and otherwise ingratiate ourselves with our fellow citizens. But, with all that said, let's go ahead and cue the intro.
All I need is me, myself, and I. Sometimes I wish I was somebody else. I was somebody else. I go my own way. Don't care what you say.
Alright, welcome back. So let's go ahead and check on our missions, see what we still have to do here. So, we have our current quest, the Empty Man, which wants us to go right here. Was probably where we're going to go first. I don't think we had anything here for that. Nope. Low Crusade. Okay, so Low Crusade we can do in here. Star-Crossed Troopers, no. I do know that much. Errors Unseen. Okay, we can do Errors Unseen in here. Space-Time Continue. Okay, nice. Little Memento. No. Okay, and Weapons from the Void. Very nice. Okay, so we got a couple things we can do here in town. Oh, and we have Sprat Kings, which has to go over there. Okay, that one, nope. And that one, no, we gotta go back to Byzantium for that. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and keep that one open. Let's see what we can find here. Yeah, we're not going to steal anything out in the open, at least. Anything to sell? I can't even remember. It's been a few weeks. I did a lot of pre-recording last time around, so I got myself a little bit of a queue. So now I'm gonna go back around. Alright, so anything in here that I want to buy? Not really. Doesn't look it. Okay. But we can see what's here. Anybody? Well, then my frames are dropping like mad. Oh, I wasn't stealing. Darn. Here I got. Okay. It looks like our target is next door. Man, what is with my frames today?
Stuff, all right, but it looks like he's not home. Let's search the room. Try to figure out where he's gone.
Well, get in here. Alright. Okay, that'll actually progress the mission, so let's steal stuff first. Okay. Because, you know, you gotta clear out this stuff. Day 152, location blah 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 blah. Conditions fair. This is Reginald Chansey's gold panning log. Report, I can't believe it. I can't believe I'm still stuck in this law-forsaken town, but at least I think I may have finally found a spot with promise, down the tunnel, on the riverbank, outside of town. Produced 1 nugget and 2 teeth. I wonder if I can find a dentist who pays something for the teeth. Cheney.
Sounds
Okay.
like Cheney's gone gold panning down on the river. I guess even scholars need to find ways to make ends meet in exile.
Okay, there was something else that was close to this area, so let's see here. Was it Weapons from the Void? Okay. Weapons from the Void is next over. Okay.
I test every product myself to assure maximum customer satisfaction. If you doubt it, I can show you my lower back rash. No rubbernecking. Make a buy or move on.
Let's deal. Okay, let's see what you got. Interesting. A lot of stock I can't purchase. Guess I gotta be better in a better faction. Status of, oh, here we go. A corporate datapad with UDL branding from the plasma burns and specks of blood marring the device. Its previous owner refused to part with it until, quote, over my dead body. I don't have the bits. Where'd all my bits go? Did I use... I clearly used all my bits. I need to make some bits.
No refunds, no exchanges, no returns. And no whining about it either. If you bloody it, you buy it. Store policy.
A town built into the side of a mountain. You don't see one of those every day.
Yeah, and? Do I look like the city planner? I wasn't exactly consulted on the blueprints when Catherine started building out Fallbrook. But now that you mention it, I reckon she had her reasons to hide us.
From who? Monarch is a lawless land.
We got smugglers, outlaws, mavericks, and Byzantium socialites flying in and out of Fallbrook all the time. Why openly spit in the board's eye?
Why the socialites?
They're so self-important the way they strut around, preening and flashing their pricey gadgets. Makes for easy marks. Keeps our pockets lined with bits.
Who's the top dog in these parts?
Town sublight owned and run. Caters to a variety of clientele. The one you want to avoid pissing off the most is Catherine. Prove bad for her business, and she'll kneecap you without a second thought.
You know what? I'm not using any of these. They're just... There you go. Alright, get myself some cash. Probably regret that later, but oh well if I do. Okay, let's go ahead and get these guys.
Hungry? I'm famished myself. No rubbernecking.
This is the personal datapad of the sublight contractor. When a sublight contractor dies on the job, their aggressively non-sentimental teammates sell all of their possessions to maximize profits. This could explain why most sublight contractors tend to work alone. It's hard to partner with someone who often weighs how valuable your corpse might be. Sublight datapad. This datapad contains the personal journal of Mercer Cole, a low-level sublight contractor. Most entries pertain to slagging his teammates or complaining about S-for-pay contracts. The last entry reads, "Can't believe we found effing Olivete gas in a hibernated Rizzo lab out in the dust bag. Levite? Olivete? Whatever it's spelled, it's worth a S-ton. Who the F used that to make candy? Looks like old Gertie's hunch is going to prove out. Not that I'll ever tell her so, the way she goes primal at the slightest hint of criticism. Too much product for us to transport. Gonna need a ship to smuggle this off-world. Probably need Lilia Hagen to send a team. No way Miss Malin can handle this job out of Fallbrook. Been working on Remy, plying him with pale kale ale he likes. Figure if I get him nice and sloshed, he'll tell me the password into that place. Did some exploring while he and Gertie were testing the alawite gas. Found an old elevator shaft, a lab coat modded into a hidey spot for some dandified weapon. This thing's probably worth enough to make me a right top runger after I go back for it. Old Mercer's getting himself to Byzantium, you can bet on it. Can't let Remy or Gertie find out about it. Gertie'd get all full burn and demand I split the profits. Remy, he'd probably send me to the boneyard and keep it for himself. Damage DL datapad. The screen is cracked and most of the keys are non-functional, fused together from plasma damage. All but a few entries are unreadable. Of those remaining, only snippets can be viewed. Orbital Sauber, you are reassigned effective must report to Site Safety Commander Sanders by 1600 HST. Transport by non-corporate contractor. Reliable. Proceed overland to research East Town designation Fallbrook. Entry number 2. Kind of SO facility is this? I'm never accepting a promotion again unless it comes with a gilded. Chastity keeps losing her damn key card. Expects me to find it for her. Not her effing Swain. At least Powell was easy on the eyes. Entry number 3. S-wrapped effing alarm went off again before I got a chance to try the weapon. Seen anything like it? It's Chastity. Used it for a damn prank. Now Sanders is gonna lock it up and I'll nip. Perfect for crowd control. Easy to maintain order in the townships once they get their hands on glue. Okie dokie, so we got our new quests. That's what I want to journal. So, acquire the science weapon from in the abandoned lab and acquire the science weapon on Monarch. We got 2 new science weapons to grab. And I'm assuming both are going to be on the regional map. So we got one over here and one all the way over here. So once I leave Fallbrook, probably head out back to this area here. Don't know if we'll get to that on this episode, but alright, so let's go back to local. That one, no, so we can't do that one. That's gonna be, or actually no, which one was the one that was across the road? I think it was the Low Crusade? Yes. Ah, this is for Ellie. Oh. Do I have Ellie? I need Ellie. Let's see if I need Ellie. Do I need Ellie in my crew? We'll see.
Welcome to the offices of the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group, Halcyon's premier provider of life and disaster-related insurance. I'm obligated to inform you that our coverage does not extend to incidents deemed to result from negligence, criminal activity, or dullness of mind.
That sounds like a great deal.
It sure is. So, what kind of insurance package can I interest you in? We're running a special on dismemberment policies. Buy one, get one half off.
Why is your office on Monarch?
We're not on Monarch. For all practical and tax-related purposes, this office is an official enclave of Byzantium.
Huh? Why?
Legally speaking, corporations are not allowed to operate on Monarch. But financially speaking, there are certain costs to running a business from within Byzantium's walls. So while our official address is in the city, and while our office here is technically an extension of that address, we found it more expedient to conduct our key operations here. So we can, what's the phrase? Pass savings to the consumer, of course.
So you're dodging the authorities.
We prefer to think of it as chasing the savings. Turns out that not having to pay kickbacks, fines, and rent in the most expensive city in Halcyon improves our liquidity. Plus, Sublight keeps this place running remarkably well. And they sure drive business our direction.
What else can you tell me about your insurance policies?
Plenty. As my boss likes to say, there's a policy for every situation and an exclusion for every policy. We've insured unusually expressive eyebrows, outrageous statements, disastrous marriages.
Who gets their eyebrows insured?
Usually character actors, or corporate execs with menacing stares. Speaking of actors, you're a dead ringer for the new Odeon Pictures star. You must get that all the time.
Because I am. Who would get an outrageous statement insured?
That policy is almost exclusively for our corporate clientele. In the unlikely event they make a claim about a product that turns out to be less than accurate, they need some kind of protection against the damage to their sales and reputation.
Disastrous marriages?
Those are mostly for top-rungers in Byzantium who have a lot of social and financial capital wrapped up in their marriage contracts. There's one for your beloved eloping with your sibling, your beloved eloping with their sibling, scandalous rumors forcing you apart, the revelation of a secret love child. We try to cover every possible hazard to domestic bliss.
That's all I needed to know.
One thing's for sure, you won't find better policy protection against sudden lunar implosions anywhere in Halcyon.
I need to change the beneficiary on Marilyn Fenhill's life insurance policy.
I remember that one. That's the young socialite who broke her neck, right? That claim was airtight. Our best investigators couldn't find an exclusion for that one.
Oh, what else can you tell me?
Well, we interviewed the parents extensively. They had plenty of awkward childhood stories that illustrated their daughter's clumsiness and capriciousness. Furthermore, the claim spurred a whole line of fashion-related policies. It's become a very lucrative market.
So how would I amend that claim?
You can't, of course. Only Miss Fenhill can assign her beneficiaries. And she's dead. If we let every friend, relative, and acquaintance change a policy like that, people would do it all the time. Imagine the paperwork.
Marilyn Fenhill isn't dead.
Of course she is. The paperwork says so.
Okay, but how would I change it?
Oh, you mean hypothetically? Well, hypothetically, you'd access the terminal in the back room that contains data on all our policies. And you'd, theoretically, add the beneficiary of your choice. But you wouldn't actually do that, of course. That would be fraud.
Wink, right?
I think you have something in your eye. Perhaps I can interest you in our ocular abnormality coverage.
I got 1938 bits here that say you can do it.
I'm forbidden from accepting bribes, no matter how tempting.
Look at it as a fine that I'm paying in advance.
The employee handbook doesn't say anything about that. Very well. I'll need the name of the new beneficiary.
Ellie Fenhill.
If you say so. The payouts will flow exclusively into the new account at the start of the month. I hope Ms. Fenhill enjoys her newfound prosperity.
That's all for now. Oh, they can see me, so we're not gonna do it. Not taking that chance. Alright, so we've got Ellie taken care of. So next up, we're gonna go to... excuse me. I think, let's see, the empty man has us going all the way over there. Sprat Links has us going there. Alright, so after the Sprats it is. Oh, got myself turned around. Well, what's in here though? Oh, that's right. I had some other work to
What
do.
are you looking at? Hey, if it ain't the cleaner, how'd the disposal go? Was it messy? I hope it was messy.
You don't look like a smuggler nor a dandy. Catherine sent you back here? On second thought, it's best if I don't know. What's your order?
Nelson Mason gave me a voucher for a free drink at the Ante Up.
This is the ante up, all right, but we don't serve drinks. Hate to break it to you, but Nelson Mason's a con man. Try Yvonne upstairs if you're looking for a swill.
Got any glacial age whiskey?
No, I don't have any... Ugh. If it's only a drink you're after, the full bar's upstairs. This here's the ante up, where you place your bets.
What can I bet on?
Tossball, autoloader races, card games, you name it. I ain't picky. And neither is Catherine. We'll both break your legs if you lose, then shirk on paying.
I'll get out of your hair. Okay. What do we got up here first, though?
Folks I never met before are my most favorite kind. So, what's your story?
Nelson Mason gave me a voucher for a free drink at the Ante Up.
Bagged another one, did he? The Ante-Up's downstairs, and they don't serve drinks. Here, have a pity swill, on me.
You do serve drinks in this bar, right?
Your eyes do not deceive you. This bar serves the sweetest firewater in all of Fallbrook. I got some snacks on offer, too, from time to time.
I'm looking for work.
Who ain't these days? Everything runs through Ms. Malin here, so you might start with her.
Alright. Yeah, I'm not talking to anybody about being frozen. I'm not having that conversation. Let's see. Just a patron. Okay. So let's go talk to her, just in case there's some special work she wants me to do.
Uh-huh. You blind, fella? Or can you not see I'm busy? Why is it every sissy pig fucker who strolls into my town expects me to smile and shout awful friendly? Welcome to Fallbrook. Only nugget of paradise in this entire law-forsaken land. Like a void damn advert.
Catherine, you're as welcoming as ever.
Truthfully spoken, I do aim to properly represent my aforementioned nugget of paradise.
Nice to meet you. I'm Bob.
I'll be sure to remember that, fella. Want to tell me what you need? Well, I'm half listening.
Actually, I'm the fixer for your sublight problem.
Good of you to finally haul your ass over here. I wired for backup weeks ago. Got something that's gonna require special extraction from Cascadia.
I found a passcode on a corpse in Stellar Bay. I guess it grants access to the extraction site?
Found it on a corpse, huh? If you killed Lilia's agent, you get to explain it to her.
He was
Not
dead.
me.
He was dead when I got there.
Well, shit. I knew he'd come to a bad end one day. Still, no time for weeping and wailing. We've got a metric fuck-ton of bits worth of salvage just waiting for extraction.
Right, the Alta Vitae stuff that Lilia mentioned.
So you got a brain on them shoulders. Excellent. Makes my life a world easier. To extract the gas, you'll need to siphon it from the lab in Cascadia into one of your ship's fuel tanks. Totally safe.
Define safe.
Meaning safe for me and my crew. Seeing as it ain't us undertaking the risk.
Are you kidding me?
Hold your thrusters. I ain't even got to the tricky part. To get to the gas, you'll need to navigate through the town, which is overrun by marauders. The lab itself has become an infested nest, crawling with mantis. You gotta fight through, or figure out some other way to exterminate them. Maybe the ventilation system?
Don't worry, I kill bugs dead.
Shall I inscribe that on your tombstone? Now, after you clear the mantis nest and reach the storage room, all that's left is to get the gas flowing into the fuel system. The task will require someone with technical skills. Or you could force it through with a plasma overload. Don't recommend that option, though, unless you want to get dead.
Our resident vicar is pretty good with computers. He could hack it.
Well, I haven't seen the system, but I feel confident saying I can split her asunder.
I'll just bet you can. Men of the cloth never do cease to amaze me. Bright as a newborn star on the outside, blackest of holes within. Once you've got our goods, take them to the groundbreaker. Lilia's fencers ought to handle the rest of it. I've marked the coordinates for you to the lab in Cascadia. On the terminal, use the passcode you got from Stellar Bay to get in. But before you make your run, I could use a heavy helping hand regarding a local issue. For a fine fee, of course.
I might be interested.
Good. This particular matter of opportunity has been eating at me for a while now. There's a Borst factory on up the way, run by a man who calls himself the King. Clive Lundberg, insufferable prick. That aside, it's a business ripe for the plucking. I want it. Clear as that.
I get the feeling this is going to involve murder and mayhem.
Stars, I hope so. Clive Lundberg, the self-proclaimed Borst King of Monarch, is swimming in profit and drowning in his ego. He's making the only meal to be had this side of Monarch, and I'm tired of ponying up for my dinner. I want that Borst factory, owner dead or alive. And you're the soon-to-be handsomely paid son of a bitch who's gonna get it for me.
What specifically do you want me to do?
Kill him, run him out. I don't rightly care for the details, so long as Clive knows resistance to me is costly and futile. Hit him where it hurts, in his gut, or his production lines ought to make do.
Say I just kill Clive.
Sometimes the simplest solution is the sweetest. I don't give a whit about the method or the means, just the end.
What if I decide to sabotage the factory instead?
Then I'd say you might care to poison the cysty pigs, doctor a few financial records, or throw a wrench in the canning machinery.
Sounds good.
It'll be more than good when you're finished. Maybe not for Clive, but for me and you, I'm sure. Oh, and if you don't fancy going in guns blazing or crawling through a sewer pipe, see Duncan in the dry goods and sundry building. He ought to have an employee ID in that stash of illicit goods he keeps for select clientele. May luck be with you, since I won't be.
All right.
Remind me never to get on Ms. Malin's bad side.
She's fine. Well, so long as you ain't on her bad side. Then she's liable to drown you in the waterfall.
Okay.
Always imagined Fallbrook would be...
Cleaner, fancier, stocked with better booze.
cheaper. I've emptied 14-bit carts in the last 2 hours.
That's because you've got a terrible tell. Whenever you're lying, your right eye twitches like mad.
It most certainly does not.
I wouldn't steer you wrong, friend. See? There it goes again.
What we got here? Okay, nobody to witness. Mahaha. Time to steal sundries for a couple bits. My parts. I swear these days every single cough makes you worry. Okay, there we go. So I gotta remember to go by the dry goods store on my way out. Now we'll do the circle. We'll do the circuit here. Why not? Supply employees, so there's nobody special. I can do repairs at least. There we go. Okay.
If you're feeling like the civilized type, the waterfall's a good spot to wash your clothes.
Oh, I could. Oh, that's right. That's right. There's actually a launch pad here. I could call the ship here for when I wanted to change. Yeah, Let's bring the ship here real quick. Wait, what are you? Authorize user, please enter your authorization code. Everyone else, if I catch you using this thing, I'm going to tie the skill to your foot and throw you in a sulfur bowl. Most recent manifests. Outgoing, Anti-Cleo perishables. Parcel, Anti-Cleo outpost, Department of Engineering, Department of Agriculture. Continue. Incoming, Spacer's Choice perishables. Department of Sanitation, Department of Security. Purchase request. Request Department of Agriculture. Yeah, nothing of any. Rizzo's Purple Berry Lunch, Chocolasteroids, Spacer's Choice Saltuna, CMP near maple syrup. Why did they get Spacer's Choice Saltuna if they can get the real thing here? Weird. Wonder if that's of any use later on. Always got to do a little bit of reconnoiter. Okay, I think we're good. So yeah, let's bring the ship over and talk to Ellie since we're here. Whoosh. Yeah, I mean, might as well, right?
Captain, Felix and the Vicar are arguing again. Watch your step, Captain. The floor is wet. Sam recently mopped in here.
Since when? Since the Rangers decided their 8th back should stay in the Wednesday zone. Come on, Felix. The Rangers threw that game.
Were we listening to the same game? The Rangers were robbed. The Hammers had the judges in their pockets.
Teams that play poorly deserve to lose. That's a fundamental law of the universe.
Don't bring religion into this, preacher.
The Rangers handily snatched defeat from the jaws of victory. If you can't see that, let's just agree to disagree.
I disagree. Also, get spaced.
On standby for command.
No, I still need to get my Intimidate up to keep him. Ellie!
Good thing I caught up on my messages, because I got one saying my policy's been updated with a new beneficiary. That wouldn't be your doing, would it?
Congratulations, Ellie.
Hey, you did the real work. All I had to do was not be dead. I'm just glad my folks aren't going to live off that awful story they made up. Maybe now they'll have to go back to real jobs.
Good for you. I'm glad that you got what you wanted.
Yeah. The funny thing about getting what you want is then you gotta figure out what to do with it. I've never been much of a planner. Makes my eyeballs itch.
Who needs a plan? Figure it out as you go.
If only you could have been my chief surgeon back in the day. Anyway, enough of that. You did a job for me, so here's your fee.
Thanks.
That's one thing I appreciate about you. Things are simple, straightforward. A job's a job, and that's it, right?
Come on, Ellie. If I just wanted to make a few bits, there are other jobs I could have done.
What are you saying, Captain?
We're better off when we're part of a team. We can't make it out here alone.
Well, I've got a few years of experience that would suggest differently. Still, maybe you've got a point. Maybe it's good to watch someone's back now and then so that one day they watch yours. So, you just keep the money. One of us has to look out for your interests.
Wouldn't want to be indebted to me, huh?
It's nothing personal. It's just the closest thing I've got to a code. Anyway, enough of the touchy-feelies, huh?
Sit here.
Something on your mind?
Did you have an opinion on the Monarch situation, Ellie?
I admire your grit, but some wounds don't heal. And I say that as someone who's plugged a few severed aortas.
Then you have to know there's no harm in trying.
Only if you don't mind ending up with a mess on your hands. By all accounts, Sanjar and Graham have been at each other's throats for years. Digging into their personal history isn't going to change anything.
Those two will tear Monarch apart if someone doesn't do something.
Well, they've kept it going this long, haven't they? And anyway, we've got problems of our own.
There's a reason you're bringing this up.
I try to save my captain a headache when I can. Usually ends up saving me one too.
Remind you of things with your parents?
A stubborn redhead and a rule-bound old fart having a falling out? Can't imagine where you got that. Sorry, this is still pretty fresh. I'd rather not talk about it. Anything else?
Never mind. Ooh! Yay. Actually, let's double check. Is it inspiration or is it intimidation I need to boost? Let's go find our boy and find out for sure. Come on. Hey, you. Hey.
What do you need? I don't know how we're ever going to see eye to eye, long as you're working for the board. Why? You got a ship. You got the run of the colony. So tell me why you're bending... Hey, you're the boss.
It's inspiration. So, let's... Okay, let's try again. So, I got an effective 80.
I don't know how we're ever going to see eye to eye, long as you're working for the board. Why? You got a ship. You got the run of the colony. So tell me why you're bending a knee in front of the adjutant.
I'm not exactly the brightest star in the toolbox, Felix. That's why I keep you around.
Yeah, well, when you put it that way, I guess I gotta try. Suppose I'm not doing the team any favors by sulking all the time. I'll try to keep my chin up.
Anything else on your mind?
Don't believe so. Good to see you, boss.
No. Alright, so, there we go. Yay! Alright, now perk points. What do I want to spend perk points on today? Okay. Okay, probably carry capacity, but let's double check here. Yeah, let's get extra armor and skill. Why not? That works. I already have it, that's why. So I can increase my own carry capacity, or I can... Yeah, we'll increase my carrying capacity. Okay, and does anybody else get additional... Nope, okay. Alright. And so I should now have a forge check from Ellie in my room, I'm assuming? Or is it going to be in her room? It could be in her room. Okay, so it's definitely not in... I got that for turning him in. Let's go see if it's in her room. No, not in her room either. I don't know where that check went. Oh well. Okay, time to get back into Fallbrook and continue on. We had our fun. Now it's time to get back to work. But at least Felix isn't moping anymore. That's good. Okay. Yeah, we're going to keep our current. Okay, those are moving. Those are actual sprats. Okay. Excuse me. Still gonna have a look around because we want to get close eye view on everything here. Memory serves. There's something behind. Yes. Don't know if that's going to be any better than what I already have, but 21, no, not even close. Not even close. Okay. Granted, pumped up to level 20 might be decent, but people panning for gold. So my thug. Okay, so they're gonna be in here. Okay. Now, what are we supposed to do with these sprats? Okay, this tunnel has been compromised by rats. Clear them out. Ah, those are not sprats. Those are rats.
You won't get any mercy from me. Destined to prevail.
Now the question is, who am I going to turn the drugs into? Am I do I give them back to him, or do I turn them into somebody? Come on, there you go. I don't care if I'm stealing from these guys. They're thugs. Okie dokie. Oh, did I get you? Nope. Not much on you, but still. It's money. We'll deal with Nelson in a moment. But first, we're going to come over here and take care of the empty man. Now, I did do this before, and there's a couple ways to go. I'm going to try to go for the worst possible resolution here. Hopefully don't lose Vicar in the process. Hello, Reginald.
What do you want? Oh, hey, Vicar Max. What are you doing on Monarch? I thought scienticians ain't welcome here.
Haven't you heard? Everyone's welcome here. It's a fucking worker's paradise. But you wouldn't know anything about that, would you? Never worked a day in your miserable life. You're just a parasite, living off my goodwill. Well, guess what? My goodwill's exhausted, along with my temper.
Max, if you're exhausted, maybe we should rest and look for the scholar later.
What? You never cease to amaze me, you know that? This is the guy who told me about the book while we were in prison. I lied about finding a scholar. But I don't care about any of that anymore. I just want to inflict massive amounts of pain on this guy.
Why'd you lie to me?
I couldn't risk you not bringing me here.
It sounds like you have things to work out between you. I'll just be on my way.
Not so fast, chump.
Now, where were we? Oh, that's right. I was about to beat you. Severely.
Wait! I know who can translate the book for you.
It's too late for that. I threw away my life chasing fairy tales. Will punishing you fix any of that? Of course not. But by law, it will make me feel a whole lot better.
I agree, he's just trying to trick you again, and since it's fast, it's the best medicine.
I wholeheartedly concur. Now, where were we? Oh, that's right. I was about to beat you. Severely.
Wait, stop! Please, just listen to me. It was stolen from some sort of expert on philosophism. Weird hermit lady on Scylla. My father used to deliver supplies to the mining outpost there.
Good. Now that that's out of the way, why don't you put this fool out of his misery, Max?
What? No!
Watch out! Oh, they shouldn't have stood in our way.
Okay, yeah. Last time I let him live. I was hoping it'd be a little more to it, but oh well.
I want to thank you for not interfering back there with Cheney. It has been a long time since I gave in to my violent enthusiasm.
Cut the crap, Max. You lied to me about Cheney, and I want to know why.
You're right. I owe you an apology. I've been so obsessed for so long, I couldn't see anything else. You offered me a place on your crew, friendship, and I used you to get to Cheney. You owe me nothing, I know, but I'm begging your forgiveness.
Okay, but I'm watching you. You ever lie to me again about anything, you're out.
Thank you. I promise I'll be nothing but truthful from this point forward.
What was it like being in prison?
Oh, exactly as you'd imagine. Can't say I enjoyed the stint. It did provide me with plenty of time to think. The way I see it, the universe was snapping me back to where I needed to be. You stray too far from the course of your destiny, the world will try to correct for it.
Alright, let's move on. Ow. Okay, so that leaves us... Okay, so we're done there. Ah, errors unseen. Let's see, Senator, I think know about where this other corporation is operating. Okay, so we'll go ahead and talk to Catherine. I did not get that taken care of. I thought we had finished with her. But apparently that wasn't the case.
You'd think folks were pissing in the alleyways as bad as it stinks.
Oh, they are.
So that puddle I stepped in? That wasn't beer.
Ugh. Okay. Catherine.
Catherine's great, ain't she? She'll pull you out of the sulfur, so long as you don't mind being in her debt.
Efficient, clever, ruthless. I like her.
Okay.
How's Clive? I do hope you gave him my regards.
Let's talk about something else.
Sure.
Sandra said you know something about a corporation operating in secret on Monarch.
Might be I know something about it. Might be someone hired my crew to blind drop supplies on the northern bridge. Might be they sure as shit weren't pirates. Now that I consider it, I ain't heard from my delivery team in far too long. Find them for me, and I'll pay you handsomely.
I'll check it out.
And I'll thank you kindly for it.
I'd like a room.
I take it you don't have a reservation. No matter, I keep a suite of VIP rooms for visitors of your, let's call it a certain means. The VIP rooms charge by the night. But for you, I'll make it a one-time fee. Got a feeling you'll make me a fine investment.
For 303, consider it sold.
Marvelous. Do take care of the place. Maid service won't clean after a murder.
Alright, let's go get ourselves a, Can we actually read that? Okay, they're all... yeah, it's just not clear enough, unfortunately. Let's see. I'm wondering if that's the locked door that I came across earlier. If that's now my home.
Now is not a good time. It's important. Try again tomorrow. Come back later. Or better yet, not at all.
Okie doke. That was not it. So, what did I get a key to? Here? Is it here? Yay! Okay, here's my new home. Ah, with my own workbench. And stuff I can actually purchase legitimately. Or, not purchase, but steal legitimately. All stuff to sell but put back into the local economy. Doop-doo. Nice. Okay, and... Alright, so we get ourselves a room now that we'll never use, that we paid money we really can't afford. Let's go back to the dry services goods, but to get that special services.
My dry goods come 75% guaranteed mold-free. Was that 75% mold-free? No rubbernecking. Make a buy or move on.
Catherine said you can give me an ID cartridge for the CMP factory.
Not so fast. My biometric IDs are special goods. Only on offer to special clients. You cotton?
Check the list again.
What do you know? You're on it. My mistake, customer. Give me a jiffy to break. I mean, calibrate the ID. This goes like that. Nope, not quite right. A bit to the left, mayhaps. That'll do it. For a CMP factory line worker, she sure is a beauty. Careful. I'm trusting you to guard this specialty good with your life. I mean it. Lose the ID and you don't get another. Also, you'll be off my list of unwholesome customers. Will that be all, or do you require something to say, scratch your itch?
Okay, let's do some sales here again. Yeah, no more plasma launchers on my team. Ever. Ever again. Alright, there we are. We're good there. Alright, so one last thing here, and then we will end up this particular playthrough.
You seen Arthur today?
Nah, last time I saw him was...
We're going to turn in the drugs.
Did you find them? Tell me you found my my sprat carriers. Would hate should anything dire have befallen them.
You want the good news or the bad news?
Just tell me straight and don't hold back. I can handle it.
Retrieve your drugs, but Raptidon's killed your carriers in the cave.
Sprats can always be replaced. Excellent. Oh, this is only half! Are you think you can steal from me?
I searched the cave top to bottom. That's all there was. Actually, no. Get a hold of yourself.
Ow! Damn it, that hurt like the blazes. Okay. All right. You didn't take it. But someone did. Search Fallbrook. Either half the Sprats got loose on their own, or there'll be some evidence pointing to the soon-to-be-dead snake who filched my carriers. You want your cut? You get me the rest of my drugs, no matter what it takes.
Alrighty. We got a couple minutes here. We can do this. Let's see. Sparklings. Sprat Kings. Alright. Betcha that's the locked door.
Get your twitchy whiskers back here! Don't you run out that door! It's a cruel world outside!
Yeah, go figure. Door is now open.
Close the damn door. You'll let my Sprats out. Damn it all. Now look what you've done. It'll take me ages to round him up again. State your purpose, or get out of my face, domicile intruder.
I'm looking for some missing Sprats. You wouldn't happen to see any around.
Missing? Nope. Mine are all found and accounted for. Thank you kindly. Now if that'll be all, I've got an animal rescue service to oversee, and it ain't easy. Lots to do. Got a multitude of Sprats to spay and feed.
Rescue Sprats, as in rescued from sublight shipping tunnels?
Day in, day out, they ran their little route, getting picked off along the way. What was I to do, turn a blind eye? Malin's an animal lover. She won't hold my actions against me. Look, I don't care if Nilsson sent you or not. You won't be hurting a hair on any of these Sprats' heads. I've killed vicious beasts for them. I ain't afraid to take on a human. Back out of this domicile, hands up, or become Sprat food, intruder.
No need for vivisection. Sprats possess rapid digestive systems.
You want to dig through Sprat droppings? Be my guest. Get your drugs, then get lost.
That's blood. You can't see me. You don't know what's happening. Okay. I'm not, that's pushing it too far. Alright, Nelson, we got the rest of your drugs.
Got the goods? Because I know you wouldn't be wasting my time otherwise. Wink.
Got some questions.
Hit me. I won't even hit back.
Got any dirt on Catherine?
Miss Catherine Malin is one tough lady. Show her a bit of backbone, and I swear she'll like you more for it. Sure. You do? I mean, you do! Of course you do! What did I tell you? Sure-fire delivery system. Works almost every time.
Sure, until someone comes along and rescues them from their pathetic lives.
Sure, they're wrapped it on fodder and suffer the occasional overdose when a container dissolves in their stomach acid. Wait, what do you mean rescued them?
Bertrand didn't appreciate the abuse they were suffering, so he stole them from the tunnels.
That deranged piece of sprat shit! If Bertrand ain't already dead, he's about to be. I owe you for bringing this breach in security to my attention. As promised, your cut, plus a little extra to show my gratitude. Now, if there's nothing else you need from me, I must go inventory my goods.
Blah. Alright, so I think that ends the episode for today. As always, folks, I do thank you for joining me on this particular adventure. Do ask, if you like what I'm doing, make sure to throw a like or even a dislike if you didn't onto the video. Also, make sure that you click on subscribe to get more videos like this. Also, be sure to click the notification bell to get all updates. Beyond that, I would love to see your comments. I do try to make sure to respond to every single actual comment placed on my videos, so I would love to have a conversation with you. And again, all that helps me with the YouTube algorithm and helps my videos get noticed, so I really do appreciate if you help me along the way with that. But again, thank you for joining me. I hope that you had as much fun as I did. We'll see you on the next one, and until we see you again, game on, lovelies.